in her prime. Ring rust is a real thing, righty?
Yeah, and too, I think it's always that conversation of
that is right, twice, 2 times in the same day, coming at you. I am, of course, you already know it. I am
I think Becky
the excellent one. I am
but let's not ignore the fact that
indeed.
Lyra is walking in as champion. It is on Becky to take that title from her.
Ricky Goldman. This right here is
big girls in the women's
the people's wrestling channel, so you go ahead, like and subscribe, because this
and Gunther. I understand Pat and Michael
is your 2025 Backlash watch along and thoughts. So I'm going to try and change up and make these watch alongs a little different. Of course, as Michael Cole makes his entrance to be on commentary, I'll be calling the action as always. Snacks are galore going ahead, and they're going to be eaten throughout as always. But of course, I give you guys what unboxings, quizzes. Well, now I'm going to add your thoughts for questions like is Goldberg, the WWE Hall of Famer, the former world champion, the former universal champion, Goldberg, going to show up tonight? Get your thoughts in, comment, predict, like, and subscribe. So is Goldberg showing up tonight to perhaps cost Gunther the match, or at least come out and save Pat McAfee, leading to a match later down the line at SummerSlam, the first of the 2 nights SummerSlam ever. So it's going to be a new thing, thoughts coming, and that is just one of my thoughts. So all thoughts are going to be saved for the watch-alongs. As Wade Barrett, boom, is also here making his entrance. We're just 3 minutes, a triple threat a minute away from Backlash 2025, starting 5 matches on the card. You're kicking off with the United States Championship Fatal 4-Way action. But yes, on my podcast, go and watch. So you get when I mean that you're getting 2 times, you're getting double duty and tag teaming these videos. So what I mean by that is podcast earlier on today, solo episode, go back and watch that, much shorter version. And on the podcast, the predictions will strictly be predictions. Any other thoughts will come to here. If you want to jump on, you want to call a match with me, that's something else I want to add here, feel free. I'll send you the link. Let me know. You're just 2 minutes, a duo of minutes away, a tag team strap of minutes away. But if you want to jump on, get your comments in, let me know. Pritchard Owens, whoever that is, performing America the Beautiful. So, of course, I will be watching this as I do every Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and pay-per-views on Netflix. I'll have to switch over to Netflix in a moment here. Of course, we are still on the kickoff show. In the opening moments here, no idea who Pritchard Owens is, and really no idea why they've got the national anthem at Backlash and it wasn't at WrestleMania, but there you are, there you have it. So yes, you want to come on, you want to call a match with me, you want to call a match, you want to get your podcast out there, I'll let you promote away. So, send me, get a comment, get in the comments, get the predictions in, get your comments in. I'll send you a link, get you on, just like that. Also, you're going to be entered into it. You're going to be inducted into the People's Wrestling Channel Hall of Fame. It is easy. It is simple. Buy a t-shirt and I will put you over your channel, your podcast, whatever it is. I mean, if you just want an extended shout out, You'll get exactly that in a 5 to 10 minute video. You also get you get a shout out at the beginning and end of each and every live. If you cannot purchase a t-shirt, at least get the name shout out there. But what t-shirts am I talking about? Well, I'm talking about these t-shirts right here. No, I'm not. I played the wrong video there. It's about these t-shirts here. So yes, there it is. Protein Tees, Goldman's one. Head over right about now. 2 Protein Tees, Goldman's one. If you cannot purchase a t-shirt, at least get the name shirt out there. If you can, shout out every single live at the beginning and end, each and every one. So you've got obviously tonight, today, Saturday night main event coming up, Backlash, Battleground coming up, podcast every single week. So you're going to get multiple, many shout outs. All you got to do is buy your t-shirt. Let me know you've bought one. As I'm just going to stick on Backlash here. And here we are. Let's get it on. So there we are, live with Backlash action as Becky Lynch, a man, is in the house. Becky Lynch making her presence known. Randy Orton, of course, is here. Can Randy Orton get it done with the number 15 for the Viper? Can the Legend Killer store the victory and take that championship home with him? Would you like, share, subscribe, like, share, sub, subscribe. I'm just going to take a moment to go off screen. We'll be back in a second, but watch this double ad right here, right now. Take a look at this, and I will be back after it. That is indeed right, Andy. Follow me, like, subscribe, all of that. Like and subscribe. Share, also share this. Get your comments, get your predictions in. You want to shout out, you guys know what to do. Right, another second, I will be back. We are live. We are ready for Backlash 2025. First match beginning shortly here. Give me a couple of seconds. And of course it is. We are kicking things off here with Jacob Fatu versus LA Knight versus Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest. Fatal four-way match for the United States Heavyweight Championship. Who have you guys got? Let me know. Comment and predict. Let me hear ya. It's no nah, but it's certainly yeah. As you comment, like, subscribe.
Because he has a match with Gunther later on. But what a way to kick off the night for the U.S. title. Yeah, what is line?
So who have you got for this one? Who walks away U.S. champion as the people snacks?
And they are bellowing out support for the megastar LA Knight. Yeah. Don't forget, tremendous statistics.
Are calling the people's name. Are calling my name.
Successful so far in 2025.
As here comes Drew McIntyre. So this is certainly the place to be. This is the #1 place to be for what's along the WWE, TNA, we get AEW shorts, and speaking of food, check out that description. In it you will see Marcus's YouTube channel. If you want to find a food, drink reviews, head over to his channel and get into that next milestone of 70 subscribers. I hope this video convinces you to do so. That is right. Marcus's channel. Head over to it, like and subscribe. More importantly, subscribe. His channel's right there. It's in the description. Go and take a look at that right now. But I do need to put this one back up. So who have you guys got winning this one? Who walks out US champion? Will it be LA Knight? Yeah. Drew McIntyre doing it for Scotland. Damian Priest winning back that US championship. Or the Jacob Fatu dog walk out with his ass. You know what I mean? And walk out remaining heavyweight champion of the US. Who have you guys got? Comment and predict. I want to hear from you. Sound off. This is your chance to get your voice heard. And get those comments in. Like and subscribe right now. Get this shared everywhere you can. Blow this up. Let the people know. Let all your friends, your family know. This right here, the People's Wrestling Channel, is a place to be for WWE watch-alongs, TNA watch-alongs. You get AEW shorts, you get unboxing, you get quizzes, you get it all here. You get the Reigning Rock podcast here. So this is where you need to be. And who is Damian Priest looking to take to the kill room in this one? Can Damian Priest get it done? Can Damian Priest walk out US champion once again? He's held that title before. Can he do it again tonight? Live at Backlash 2025. Get your thoughts, get your comments, get your predictions in right now, and hear from you if you're watching. Just pop in, pop out. Don't just do that. Comment. Any questions you've got, I'll give you a free shout. Well, a shout out. If you comment, guaranteed shout out. You want more shout outs than that? Head to Protein Tees, Goldman's one. That is Protein Tees, Goldman's one. Like all on my shirts. Give me proof. You get more than one shout out. But also we've got the champion. We are waiting on the champion here to make his way to the ring, to make his entrance. Can Jacob Fatu hold on to the gold tonight? Who have you guys got? Let me know.
McIntyre, something the Street King Priest wants to make good this evening.
So who are you guys predicting on? Who are you guys choosing? Damian Priest, LA Knight, the champion remaining, or can Drew McIntyre become US champion for the very first time ever? I do think that Jacob Fatu retains here. I think this is quite a predictable card, which should still be a good one. So let me hear from you. Who are you predicting later on, Pat McAfee or Gunther? As I said in the opening here, go back to the beginning. As I said in the opening, does Goldberg make his return tonight and cost Gunther that contest, cost Gunther that victory, as Jacob Fatu on his way to the ring right now? Who have you guys got walking out? The women's Intercontinental Champion Lara Valkyrie or Becky Lynch. Who leaves men's Intercontinental Champion? Would it be Penta or Dominic Mysterio retaining? And who walks out the WWE Undisputed Champion? Would be number 15 for the Viper, or will it still be 17? Never seen. Let me hear from you. Comment, predict. Get in those comments. Get your predictions in. We're kicking off with the US Championship on the line. LA Knight, Jacob Fatu, Drew McIntyre, and Damian Priest.
The interesting thing about this matchup tonight, Wade, is
I got Ali Bryant coming in with a couple of comments. Gunther over McAfee. I agree. Ali's got Drew to win. Okay. Right. Yeah. I personally think Jacob's retaining, but yeah, Drew could get it done. What's up, Ricky? Just stopping by. Yeah, I'm all cool. And I would rather Becky not win. Okay, then what did you do? Then what did she do after Backlash? Should she lose? And I think you've got to put some very much needed prestige on the women's US IC, women's IT Championship. And I think your Becky Lynch is the one to do that. Then what do you do with her after Backlash if she loses? I think then you're leading to Becky Lynch, Bailey down the line. I think there's that as well. But we're kicking off fatal four-way action. Drew McIntyre, Damian Priest, LA Knight, Gunther, just like Ali has done. Get your comments in. Get your predictions in. Get this shared everywhere. Like and subscribe right now. That's true. What I want may not be best for business. Would be a big win for Lyra, but I just see Becky doing it just for those reasons. But we are kicking off here. Knight going after Jacob, Drew McIntyre, of course, and Priest fighting on the outside. Ali, keep those comments coming in. There's some great comments so far, and everybody else get those comments in also. Jacob sending Knight to the corner. Drew and Priest fighting on the outside. Jacob comes in for a splash. Misses. Neckbreaker by LA Knight. LA Knight coming into this. Priest coming in. Ducks a clothesline. Back suplex by LA Knight. Oh, went after Drew. Missed. Did he connect? Didn't look like didn't connect that, but there we are. Seems like slingshot. Shoulder tackle. Too far. Too dreaded. Oof. But knees to the back for the take. Far too out in the early going here. In comes Drew McIntyre rushing in, gets slammed to the mat. LA Knight in control in the early going here. Oh no, Priest going for LA Knight, going for that big elbow. Priest cutting him off. He went for the South FM and got DDT for his troubles. Knight now the double elbow drop connected with Drew, but not so much Priest. But Fatu back in, going to Samoan drop, gets slammed to the canvas. Not even a one count kick, cover for Knight there. Oh, Priest, Fatu now, big uppercut to Priest. Knight comes rushing in, trying to stop him in his tracks. Oh! Priest and Knight working together for the moment here, taking out R2.
A temporary alliance formed here. Remember, it's every man for himself when it comes to a fatal four-way. Two driven into the post. Now LA.
Oh!
Just like I said, temporary.
Knight going after Priest. Oh, Drew McIntyre rushing in. Belly to belly suplex. My spine buster to Priest. Neckbreaker to Knight now. Now one delivered to Priest. And now a second one delivered to Priest. Sorry, that was a Fatu. My apologies there. Called the wrong guy there.
McIntyre looking for a
come on. Drew looking for a Claymore there. Got clothesline by Knight for his troubles. Priest at 3 Fatu now the super kick to Knight.
There is always a fresh opponent lurking and waiting to strike when you least expect it.
Action tucked to the top now. Pre-win me looking for a superplex on Jacob Fatu. Would you like and subscribe, share this everywhere, get your comments in. It's on later. In fact, if it as Priest with a flatliner tonight, but in fact, I would prefer you to. Well, I do appreciate your live comment, but I would actually prefer it later on. Comment. Get that algorithm up. Get this out there. People are going to know this is happening. The more comments, the more likes, the more shares, the more subscribes. The bigger this gets, the more people see it. Priest now walking that tightrope. Going old school on Fatu. Crossbody to McIntyre. Ducking a clothesline. Coming back. Oh, clothesline of his own. Turning Fatu inside out. Fatu, Priest now coming back into this. Advantage just among his way. Sending Drew over the top.
Focus their biggest offense on Jacob Fatu, perhaps realizing he is the most durable threat in the matchup. Hitting a heel kick by Priest, who now finds himself in control. I'm impressed because Priest is in control and he's not breathing heavy at all. This deep into a matchup for a lot of offense. Wake up. Oh, look at this now, Fatu.
Samoan dropped by Fatu on Priest across the top of the timekeeper's area barricade.
Tightened up the diet, and I have no interest in being anywhere near this man because he is completely unhinged. Here's a man who I've told this story before. Spent a number of times in jail, got out, had to sleep on a mattress. Said, I'm never going back there again. I'm going to become a wrestler. I'm going to make some money. And I'm going to destroy people in the process. I'm going to use that killer instinct that I learned in jail to take it on everybody here.
A face off between Fatu and Drew now.
Males from opposite sides of the planet about to square off. No back down in either one of these men. McIntyre and Fatu. Oh, gas, no brakes doesn't do you any good when you hit
a stare down between the Scotsman and the Samoan werewolf. Oh, trading blows, dropping bombs on each other. The yay boo. They go back and forth, training shots on each other. But Fatu taking with a big shoulder tackle. Drew takes a close line into Samoan drop there.
This guy's a quota machine. Translate that. Do you know what I mean? Oh, got it. Oh, it is a
go. Paying homage to, of course, attack by Fatu to Drew.
conversations with, but like everyone else, I want to stare on in awe at the power of Jacob Fatu.
Yeah, I made sure there was a table between us when I spoke to them earlier.
Stay a safe distance away from this man. The problem is he can close distance in double quick time.
Indeed, it is an incredible athlete.
The champion now going to be coming perhaps a moonsault from the top.
Offensive style. He's also absorbed more punishment than anyone else in this matchup. Yet now he is firmly in control.
Yeah, what does that tell you? It took a little bit too much time there, and McIntyre right to the eyes. The official can do nothing because remember, no disqualification in a fatal.
Drew man maybe looking for a superplex. I think he may be.
Jacob Fatu, do what you got to do to get it done.
And Knight cuts it off. Knight cuts off Drew's momentum there.
Stops away at the midsection of McIntyre.
Drew in a tree of war. Knight stopping down onto him.
McIntyre not able to do anything as LA Knight now heads to the top rope. Time to go to work on the champ. Fatu able to knock him away.
Priest down, McIntyre tied up. This is effectively a one-on-one match. This is
get
to get victory here.
What the hell is Fatu thinking? And look at the core strength.
Oh! Drew using his core strength, tosses Priest down on tonight. He didn't stop Fatu. A frenzy by the champion. As soon as he started down onto Priest across the announce table. They'll try and fix it again. Fatu looking to go to the top. Blunt force trauma. No sign of heaven by Priest. Yeah. Claymore to Drew. To Priest, sorry. All 4 men are down. Priest collapsed overnight. Drew to break it up.
Unloading all of the heavy artillery. Do not turn your back. Do not celebrate. BFT from the megastar, followed immediately by a crushing sound of heaven. And then McIntyre hitting the big one.
Good match so far.
Prestigious United States Championship.
He was going to be between these four. But I'm disappointed.
Incredible electricity here. 17,000 plus in St. Louis.
Two things guaranteed to win. You need to take your body to places your opponents won't. And secondly, all 4 of these men are going to need...
Priest rolling out. Fatu, Knight, Drew left in the ring. Fatu back up. Looking for a hip attack, perhaps. No, Drew cuts him off. Future shot, DDT.
About that medical attention call.
One to Knight, no. Button force trauma, no. Right, Fatu rolls out. DDT. By Priest, by Drew. Drew is rocking and rolling. I'll say it again. I know you guys love it. Rocking and rolling here. Go, Claymore to Knight. Come on, you champion. 1, 2. Oh! Priest pulling out the ref before the 3 hit the mat. Priest just Drew sting the Priest. Drew pull out the ring, then they're going to brawl off and fight off all the time in this area. Fatu back in.
Maybe to Fatu because he's just delivered headbutt after headbutt tonight. For all intents and purposes, it's turned into a one-on-one.
Yeah, I know what I mean. Oh! Oh, misses the moonsault. Then moving out of the way. Knight with the elbow from the top, perhaps. An exit takes Batu down. And another elbow, but it's from the top rope. Cover 1, 2. Yeah, Batu kicking out.
Meanwhile, the fight between McIntyre and Priest is now spilled out onto the floor seats of the WWE fans here. McIntyre driven off in a
The action spill out into the crowd between Priest and Drew. This just isn't over between these two gentlemen.
And not victory at this point, it seems.
Now McIntyre and Priest up.
Going up on some road case or something.
Those massive crates.
Nothing positive ever happens from this position.
And now up top, McIntyre looking to take Priest out of the entire equation.
What is Drew thinking? A superplex from that height? Going to break his back. Drew a rake to the eye to Drew.
Coming to a boiling point tonight. Priest.
Oh no! So the head of the tables to debris. To a like and subscribe, a like and subscribe table, even right there.
McIntyre's down. Priest is down. LA Knight and Fatu are down at ringside as we take another look. Watch this impact wave.
Oh my God, a standard south of heaven is bad enough, but with the elevated height crashing through a table, both men may well be wiped out by this. Such is their level of hatred for one another.
Again, we speculated about this earlier. Would it affect these two men in this match? And apparently it has, Wade.
Well, medical staff have understandably sprinted out here. That may have been
Medical staff tending to Priest and Drew here.
The mist descended, and there is now a somber chill in the air as these two men are in grave danger.
I can turn around back to Knight and Fatu. Knight in control. Sends Fatu face first into the ring post.
As he sends the champ Fatu into the ring post.
I'm completely writing off McIntyre and Priest. This is a one-on-one match, and it's getting really ugly.
Gone to the announce table. What is Knight thinking?
The hood of the announce table compressed.
The hood of the announce table smashed across the back of Fatu.
Take him down. Perched on the announce table here.
Well, the referee's completely unable to prevent any of this carnage going on. Match continues. LA Knight now.
Knight will be thinking a elbow drop from there. Solo Sequoia saves saves Jacob Fatu. Thank God for that.
Backup in this game, and LA Knight just knew that his chance of victory went begging.
Look out! And a clothesline. Who the hell?
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Oh my God! Wait.
Jeff Cobb.
Assaulting LA Knight, sending him into the post.
Apparently doing solos at Collins dirty work for him.
LA Knight completely blindsided, has absolutely
Jeff
no idea
Cobb.
what hit him or who hit him.
This guy is just a ball of muscle and menace.
He just crushed Knight's spine against the ring post. And now sends Knight back.
Jeff Cobb's in WWE,
Coming to
helping the bloodline.
at ringside.
So the
He looks as confused as we are.
so he's going to be that he's in the bloodline. Jeff Cobb in his WWE debut. Weren't they just saying he's retired? Obviously not, because here he is. A win had been handed to Fatu here. Fatu the hip splatting night in the corner. Jeff Cobb is in WWE. Up to the top, moonsault, cover. That's going to be it. 1, the 2, 3. Jacob Fatu retaining, still your US champion. No shocker there. But what is the shocker? Jeff Cobb in WWE.
Not appear that Jacob Fatu wanted any kick or any help whatsoever.
Jacob Fatu wins the fatal four-way match for the United States Championship. Wade, remember what Solo Sikoa said last night on SmackDown? He said, I'm out of shoulders. You got to wonder, is this man his newest soldier?
So Jeff Cobb now in WWE. Those of you who don't know who Jeff Cobb is, he's had some time in AEW, not done very much, but some time in AEW, but mainly Ring of Honor. So very cool to see him in WWE, and the guy's a machine. So let's see what he does in the land of world wrestling entertainment. But they are playing an ad, so I'm going to play an ad. Number 1 of 2. And here it is. That is right. Protein Teas, Goldman's 1. Protein Teas, Goldman's 1. Purchase the tea, either get the name shared out there. Let your friends, your peeps know about it, or purchase a t-shirt and get we've got hold that thought. We've got an ad of Old Spice, Jey Uso, and R-Truth. But if you do purchase a t-shirt, 2 shout outs per video. So 2 shout outs every single video at the beginning and the end of each one for the entire month should you purchase a t-shirt. So there we are. Can't say fairer than that. And we get a Night of Champions promo June 28th. So as if June wasn't packed enough, you got Worlds Collide, you got Money in the Bank, and now you got Night of Champions.
Well, folks, the General
But
Entertainment Authority, in cooperation with WWE,
you want to be inducted into the People's Wrestling Channel Hall of Fame. You want me to really put your channel over, your podcast over, you over in a 5-10 minute video? Get that t-shirt. Get a t-shirt.
And further event updates available in the upcoming week. Lots to talk about already as we get set for the Backlash post-show immediately following the main event here tonight on Peacock and WWE social media channels. Jackie, Peter, and Big E will break things down. You see the array of special guests that are going to be on the event later on tonight. Our main event tonight.
So what do you guys think of Jacob Fatu retaining and the WWE debut of Jeff Cobb? What do you guys think? I want to hear from you. Let me know. Jeff Cobb now in WWE.
Could be the final time they meet in WWE. But before we get there, it's a heated rivalry born in betrayal. Lyra Valkyria looks to claim redemption.
And next up here it is
for the Women's Intercontinental Championship.
the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Becky Lynch versus Lyra Valkyria. Who have you guys got? I think Becky does win. Does take that title. You have a massive win if Lyra does retain. But I think Becky's got it. But what you guys have
against Lyra Valkyria. Hopefully she's found a partner. Bayley was attacked yesterday.
So you got about 24 hours to find a partner.
So who will it be?
Is back.
Lyra Valkyria and Becky Lynch have become great friends over the last couple of years.
what you guys have is this ad right here. Take a look, and I'll be back in a few seconds from now.
Lyra Valkyria as well. Not quite the way they wanted the Raw after WrestleMania to go. Oh!
The man is back in business, so let's get down to business. Bayley was tragically taken out of her WrestleMania match. It was me. The friend of my enemy is my enemy. And that brings me to Lyra. Lyra wouldn't be in this business if it wasn't for me. I had high hopes for Lyra. While I was out, she was posing up to the woman who I've been fighting for the last 6 years.
So that is right, Amber, follow me, like, subscribe, all of that, like, subscribe, and we're back on screens, on your screen three, momentarily. Are you ready for this one? Who walks out? Women's Intercontinental Champion.
Are you thinking about the last time we went one-on-one when I beat you and took your NXT championship?
She doesn't have a dream if it isn't for me. She doesn't make history if it isn't for me.
Backlash. If I put this title on the line,
I'm gonna make that matter like I made you matter.
you never made me matter. I made me matter.
It doesn't matter how good you think.
I'll be back on screen momentarily, guys.
Never do it.
Bear with me.
I am no longer interested in being the next Becky Lynch. I am Lyra Valkyria, and I am going to be a better person than you. And I already know I'm a better wrestler than you.
Here comes Becky Lynch, ready for action. The man is in his house.
It's been nearly a year since Becky Lynch has been in a one-on-one match here at WWE. She lost a steel cage match to Liv Morgan at that point in time. Had a couple of tag team matchups, of course, at WrestleMania, and then the night that she turned on Lyra Valkyria. Well, that come into play tonight, Wade? She really has
Who have you guys got? Let me know. I want to hear some sound off.
I think she's fine. She's absolutely ready. She's primed. Class is permanent. And you shake off the ring rust in a heartbeat when you're as good as Becky Lynch.
Becky Lynch, Lara Valkyria, comment away and let me know who you are choosing.
Becky Lynch, a 7-time world champion, Royal Rumble winner, couple-time tag team champ, former NXT women's champion as well.
It all, but now gets a chance to add one more in the form of the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Woo! Don't.
Lara Valkyria here ready to defend that IC women's strap.
The Women's Intercontinental Champion, Lyra Valkyria.
She won a 12-person tournament to become the inaugural Women's Intercontinental Champion back in January. Very proud champion, holding the title for 100+ days. We would learn that it was Becky Lynch, the woman who attacked Bayley, who was supposed to team with Lyra Valkyria for the tag titles at WrestleMania. Becky and Lyra would go on to win the titles, and then Becky would turn her back on this woman, a woman who looked up, idolized Becky Lynch, who was a protege of sorts, only to be betrayed after losing the tag team championship match.
Becky Lynch, the stern, the focused, intense look on her face. These women are ready, but who is ready to walk out Women's Intercontinental Champion?
Of one of the biggest names in the industry after an 11-month absence.
Yeah, well, Becky Lynch forcing her way into that matchup after attacking Bayley. Nonetheless, this is for the Intercontinental Championship. Lyra Valkyria, Becky Lynch. Lyra does own a victory over Becky back in 2023. Halloween Havoc at NXT.
Here we go.
Beat Becky Lynch to take
The bell
NXT
does its sound. Ding, ding, ding. And we are underway.
That was a fluke victory.
Who have you got? Lyra Valkyria, Becky Lynch? Let me know.
It was a very quick pin out of nowhere.
Let me know what you think of the debut of Jeff Cobb in World Wrestling Entertainment in WWE as Becky takes Lyra to the corner.
I certainly will.
Jessica Carr going to have her hands full in this matchup here tonight. In an interview with Sports Illustrated, Lyra Valkyria said Becky loved being an
Becky takes Lyra down to the canvas.
Once was helpful with the women in the locker room. That has completely changed. Now Becky has become jealous and bitter.
Becky out wrestling Lyra in the early going here.
Anyone she can.
From that perspective of Lyra Valkyria whatsoever.
Becky taking control and taking over in the opening moments. Leap from Lyra. No, to the hip toss. Gets rolled up. No.
She does get it here.
Lyra reverses it.
Deep arm drag by Becky.
Deep arm drag by Lyra. Sorry.
Said that
by Becky, sorry.
Becky Lynch no longer cares who she hurts. Lyra said, I will not be walked on.
That was about a little bit of gratitude from Lyra Valkyria. Becky Lynch has basically given Lyra Valkyria.
Lyra's going to come back into this. Getting cut off each and every time. Lyra now. No. Take Becky down.
Now all she does is badmouth Becky Lynch.
And look at this, turning things around. Unique move by
Submission. Boston Crab into that very unique submission by Lyra.
Will Becky give up here?
This move is equal parts painful and equal parts humiliating. Dominance in the early goings from the youngster Valkyria.
Great confidence being shown by Lyra here. Slow pace. Punishing Becky, making her pay.
Working some smack in the process. I'm not going to argue the technical acumen of Lyra Valkyria. My God, surfboard.
And Becky in trouble again.
Lyra putting Becky into a surfboard submission now. Will Becky tap out? She, Nope.
Valkyria is coming to her own. This is not the Lyra Valkyria that Becky faced 2 years ago.
Not the Lyra Valkyria of 6 weeks ago, and that is thanks to Becky Lynch. It's tough love. It's shown growth in the mindset.
Very, very slow-paced action to begin this one.
Clinic here against one of the all-time greats.
Shoulders are down.
He's got a kick.
Got a kick out there.
Play thus far from Lyra Valkyria.
Standing switch by Lynch.
Not expecting.
Ugh.
Look at this. Northern Lights.
Into the Northern Lights. Becky's kicking out this time.
Tight pin there, and Becky Lynch on the back foot from the off.
You mentioned it, Wade, that Becky Lynch has brought this out of Lyra, and I agree with you on that point.
Double Inzaguri by Lyra. Lyra's coming back into this one now.
Much more vocal, believes in herself now, has had an incredible title reign. WWE fans are behind her, and Valkyria now with a kick driving Becky to the barricade.
So what you're telling me is there is method to the madness of the former mentor, Becky Lynch.
I didn't think Becky expected this out of Lyra, but she's getting it here tonight at Backlash.
Lyra's sending Becky to the outside, swinging the momentum to the champion's side, throwing her back in.
World champ at some point in her future, no doubt about that. Becky Lynch now, and there's the veteran. As Lyra took a bit too much time heading up to the top. Now, Becky Lynch on the attack.
Becky snatching Lyra down. Advantage is hers. A like and subscribe. Like and subscribe is hers also. Becky raining hands down onto Lyra.
Becky lost the Intercontinental title again. She's been a world champ and NXT champ, tag champ, Royal Rumble winner. Would love to become the second ever Intercontinental champion, and now really taking it out on Valkyria. She's got to be careful here.
Like Becky wearing Lyra out here.
She's got to be pinned or submitted for Becky to win the title. Here's the cover. Now by Becky and a kick out at 2.
And it's one thing coming out of a block's heart. It's another thing riding through that storm and showing you have champion caliber, endurance, and durability. And right now we're seeing that Becky Lynch is taking the sting out of the tail of Lyra Valkyria.
Yeah, Becky, the veteran, slowing things down, now controlling Lyra. Big slap across the face. This is all mental now, Wade, right? Mind games, establishing dominance.
Ricky firmly in control, taking this match over.
Mindset of Becky Lynch is conquering. There's still some naivety, some innocence to Lyra Valkyria, and that in this game is a massive problem.
Lyra Valkyria.
Sidestep by Lyra.
Becky
Kick to the chest to by Becky.
And there's an exploder.
It's exploded.
Becky again looking to win the championship.
Cover. Shouldering that down. That could have cost Becky there.
Countdown show. The fact that it takes a long time to find yourself here in WWE. It doesn't happen in weeks, it doesn't happen in months, it takes years to get to that point. I was just on the cusp of that.
Yeah, verbally, she's certainly already there. These past few weeks has been a completely different persona and attitude from Valkyria. Now you have to back that up in-ring, bell to bell, with the brightest spotlights on a PLE against one of the very best. It's a tall order.
Becky Lynch, again, admitted to attacking Bayley a few weeks ago. And
Becky now looking for a suicide dive. No, basement drop kick.
I'll tell you right now, Bayley being taken out of that matchup.
Sending Lyra into the barricade.
And Lyra Valkyria got the greatest spotlight of her entire career thanks to Becky Lynch taking Bayley out.
Is this your girl? I want to say thank you for having your girl.
Becky screaming at that man who is the fiance of Lyra Valkyria sitting in the front row here at ringside. And that just ticked Lyra off, and she's fighting back now against Becky.
And Lyra's fiance sat in the front row. Becky screaming at him. And she's all over Lyra, sending her back in.
And taking away a championship
For the title. And a kick out. And again, a great mind game by the veteran. Bring out the emotion in Lyra. Force her to make a mistake.
Exactly the level Lyra Valkyria needs to round her game out to if she wants to be a future Hall of Famer like the man Becky Lynch. Bloody, but in full control is Becky Lynch.
Lyra not backing down to Becky here. Lyra fighting back. Becky now. No, Lyra rolls her up. Rolls through into into something. Exploded suplex.
Managing to get a little breathing room finally.
It is for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. There's been only one Intercontinental Champion. That would be Lyra.
This match just really doesn't feel like it's going to have gotten out of first gear. These just don't feel they've got chemistry together, but it's been okay.
This is the fire we've been talking about that Lyra's been showing as of late.
This is the adaptive and reflexive brilliance of Lyra Valkyria. Figuring it out as you go along. It's why she's had so much success thus far.
Cartwheel turned into the Enziguri, follows it up now. That sit out.
Becky now sit down. Sorry, Lyra the sit down powerbomb. Becky gets her shoulder up.
Lyra almost pleading with our official Jessica Carr. What do I need to do to put Becky away?
Effort there from Lyra Valkyria. She simply didn't get the height on that power bomb to put away someone the caliber of Becky Lynch, and that's signs of fatigue on the body of the champion.
It's 17,155 sold out at the Enterprise Center in St. Louis, Missouri tonight for Backlash. Jacob Fatu saw him retain the United States Championship just a few moments ago.
Up to the top. What is Becky? Lyra cuts her off.
What a physical battle, and I'm impressed with the way that Lyra's going toe-to-toe with Becky.
Completely hanging in there, and this is not a
Let's look at the superplex.
From the top rope, in trouble. What a superplex! Lyra able to hold her up there for maximum impact.
Cover. No, Becky's kicking out this time.
Physically, Lyra Valkyria truly is this stalling suplex off the second rope there, connecting flush on the lower back of Becky Lynch, taking out your ability to kick out at just about. Becky Lynch was able to dig deep enough to keep this one going.
Applauding this great matchup for the Women's Intercontinental title.
I'm still here, guys. Don't worry.
Valkyria, roll up now, shoulders down.
Roll up by Lyra. Becky kicking out again. They want to run using the ropes for assistance. Referee catches her.
A wily veteran move, it just didn't pay off.
And Becky, down goes Valkyria. Cover by Lynch. Can she do it here? Almost had her.
I'm just going to exit stage left, be off screen just for a moment. I will still be here calling the action. You wanted to see me, but you want to hear me.
Valkyria has been outstanding. I expect that every time from Becky Lynch.
Physical and mental exhaustion being shown by two of these women as this sold-out crowd looks on. Becky trying to get fired up now. Begging Lyra to get to her feet so Becky can put her away. Looking for the manhandle slam. Counter by Valkyria. Into the corner goes Lynch.
Becky with the man on the thumb. Lyra counter, sending it into the corner and sending it over down to the outside.
Lyra was able to capitalize.
Unfortunately for Lynch, she managed to land on her feet.
Over the top and taken out. The challenger.
Immediately pouncing. Lyra Valkyria just when Becky Lynch thought she was out of danger. Nowhere to hide against this woman.
Lyra top rope.
Lyra the leg drop from the top. This could get it done. This could be it here.
In NXT UK. Oh.
And that slight hesitation, and there, right there, Wade, you see the inexperience.
Complete indecision there. Shot that she had.
Result by Lyra. They tried to get her knees up, didn't quite get it done.
But it was enough. It was just enough. So watch this.
Perry Patia that she won many matches with, took it to gold in NXT UK back in the day. This indecision, though, before going for the pin, perhaps Costa. This one, knees up, catching the edge, you're right, Cole, of the frame of Lyra Valkyria, just allowing Becky Lynch to escape the worst of it.
Again, a slight indecision shows you the inexperience of Lyra. Will it cost her in this match against Lynch?
That's the growth you have to find if you want to get to the level that Becky Lynch is at. It shows there are still weaknesses within Valkyria's.
Lyra, no, gonna go for a rock. No, Becky runs into an arm bar. This could be it. This could be Lyra tapping out. No, Lyra fights out of that. Arm bar of her own.
Trying to get into a pinning combination here. And Becky Lynch out there it is. There's the disarmer. The disarmer.
Hooking in the disarmer. This could be the pay window for Becky here. Roll up by Lyra. Becky kicking out. Man, handle no. Roll through. Got it. No. Becky kicks out. Manhandle slam. That is it. Go the pinfall. 1, the 2. No, a kick out. Becky panicking here. I don't think she knows what to do.
That was an ego-crushing kick out by Lyra Valkyria. The confidence ebbing away from Becky Lynch, and now you see sheer panic in the eyes of the challenger.
What is Becky thinking now?
We talked to Becky earlier today, and she was cocky, egotistical.
Getting a chair for the timekeeper's area.
It's about the Intercontinental Championship.
This is Becky Lynch completely losing her mind at this point. Game plan out the window.
Referee takes a chair off. Becky. This may perhaps cost her. I may be wrong here. I may have put my bets on the wrong person. I just did say Lyra could get this done, but I think Becky does. But now Becky loosening the closing the turnbuckle. Oh, Becky sent into it. German suplex. Kick to the face of Becky. Lyra merging the top, the moonsault. 1, 2. No, Becky kicking out again.
Well, both women giving it everything they've got, but their opponent has been equal to everything thus far.
This complete exhaustion from both of these top superstars.
Mental fatigue that is the killer at this point. You know you've dropped your best shots, and it's not been good enough.
Lyra now leading Becky up.
Lyra hoisting Becky up on her shoulders. Oh, into the middle turnbuckle. Rock bottom or manhandle slam to the 3, 1, 2. Oh, another kick out by Lyra.
Lynch is beside herself.
Lyra Valkyria is showing the world just how hard-wearing she is, tolerating massive levels of abuse, and this is getting super ugly.
Yeah, Becky Lynch is just...
Lyra's head has been slammed into the cameras by Becky.
I don't think Lyra Valkyria has any clue where she's at now, and it's about to get even worse.
Into the bus turnbuckle, no. The referee caught it. Rock bottom, no. Lyra hoists up Becky. Nightwing. 1, 2. Oh, Becky kicking out.
May have cost Lyra.
This is the referee completely unsighted to what's going on, trying to fix that clear and present danger in the corner. But that extra 1 second between the pin taking place and the count beginning was the difference maker. And Lynch is still alive in this one.
Lyra again with Becky up top. Is she going to try to deliver another Nightwing? Becky fighting back though. Lynch looking for another manhandle slam. Lyra rolls through. Shoulders are down.
Roll through by Lyra.
Becky.
No, another manhandle slam. No, roll up by Becky. Roll up by Lyra. Got her. Okay. Lyra retains here. Becky coming up on the back end.
Becky Lynch clearly frustrated, beside herself, has completely got off on
The
Valkyria.
fans booing now. I think they actually wanted Becky to win, it seems. I just update my own notes here. Give me a second, guys. Becky now the manhandles to the disarmer, but it's too late. This is after the match.
Demented look in the eye of Becky Lynch. Sometimes when you win, really, you lose in this game.
General Manager Adam Pearce finally out here to separate these two.
Lyra could have a broken nose, it seems.
At what cost? It was a hell of a matchup, and it's a shame it had to end that way. We learned a lot about Becky Lynch tonight. We also learned a lot about the champion Lyra Valkyria.
Becky's being sent to the back now.
Passion from both women, but it just exploded in the final moments there.
Lyra Valkyria, what a performance tonight, Wade.
She stepped up absolutely huge, outsmarting the veteran in those closing moments, getting the W. The body of Lyra Valkyria is just a wreck at this point.
Got to take a look at some of the great action in this matchup. Lyra's still the Intercontinental Champion. 3 manhandle slams, I believe, for Becky Lynch.
Astoundingly, the young champ, equal to it, continuously kicking out and refusing to be defeated this evening.
I'll tell you one thing, Wade. I am each and every week more and more impressed with the guts and resolve of the champion.
Gut-building performances after an incredible amount of attrition thrown at her over the previous several weeks. From Becky Lynch, you have to grow, you have to develop.
The notes updated. We'll just take this one off screen. So what's up next? Is it title or non-title? What do you guys think? Get those predictions in for that also. I want you to predict on everything here. But I will indeed be back in a few seconds from now. So to count down, give me a countdown. I will be back.
First time in WWE history, an interactive documentary of the Bloodline. Some of the most ferocious battles against the greatest warriors in the family. This year, we're going to give you a chance to write the historical wrongs and change history. Welcome to the Bloodline Dynasty. Rated T for Teen.
Tomorrow on WWE LFG,
Time to whittle it down to 4. Who stays and who goes?
The semifinals throwdown.
This time, this spin, this some. Oh,
Where verbal jabs
you're a 2-minute segment before commercial break.
to all-out action. Pressure is at the highest level it's been. It's go hard. WWE LFG tomorrow, 8/7 Central, only on A&E.
What's up, WWE Universe? Guess what? SummerSlam, MetLife, 2 nights, and I will finally be hosting. I do not see no competitor, and nobody better try me.
WWE SummerSlam, a 2-night event at MetLife Stadium.
A few seconds here, guys. A few seconds.
Scan the code to get yours today.
We're gonna turn up.
And you know, 2-day combo tickets for SummerSlam at MetLife Stadium, JETS, Jets, in East Rutherford, New Jersey, on Saturday, August 2nd, Sunday, August 3rd, are on sale now via Ticketmaster. Our main event tonight, 25-year rivalry renewed. John Cena versus Randy Orton. This was their first one-on-one match in OVW. There's more to this history, which I'll get into a little bit later on tonight, because tonight could be the final time these guys ever go one-on-one. The most recent one was back in 2017, 8 years ago. Every time these two have been in the ring, it has been a classic.
A few seconds, guys. A few more.
You know, we'd like to extend a special thank you to Killer Mike for Detonator, featuring Rock D, the legend, the official theme song, WWE Backlash. Well, one fights to build his legacy, the other is here to destroy it. Pride meets punishment. Intercontinental Champion Dominic Mysterio battles Penta in a match for the Intercontinental title. Does Dirty Dom have what it takes to survive El Zero Miedo and his ruthless arsenal? An answer. This is the first time in WrestleMania history that the Intercontinental
Next up for the men's Intercontinental Championship, Dominic Mysterio defends against Penta. Can Penta get it done? How does Dominic Mysterio stroll past him with an easy 1-2-3 victory windfall?
I'm the best ever held. It's been 5 minutes. I'm already the greatest ever. It's been 20 minutes and I'm the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time. Dirty Dom. I am the greatest Mysterio of all time. You know this title? So I'm better than you already. It's crazy. It's only been like 30 minutes and I'm already the greatest.
Who do you have here? Does Penta win his first piece of gold in the world, in the land of WWE, or does Dominic Mysterio prevail? Well, I update my own notes ready to stick onto Facebook later on as I cover these events. I am going to play an ad here, ad 1 of 2. I might even play both of them if I have time, but here we go with the first one. That is right, pushing tees, Goldman's won, Goldman's won, Goldman's won, Goldman's won, Goldman's won, Goldman's won over at Pro Wrestling Tees. Buy all my t-shirts. Buy them all, each and every one of them. If you can't, get the name shit out there. If you can't, shout it to coming your way. Garen Damn Tuesday. Courtesy of the Golden One. The excellent one. The man, Ricky Goldman. So I'd love to hear what who you guys have got here. Pens or Dominic Mysterio, let me know. Let me hear ya. Holler if you hear me. Well, predict and comment if you hear me. Here comes the man with some metal, the man with no fear, Penta.
He's the man who has taken WWE by storm. Not to mention, Wade, he's pretty damn cool. Penta bringing for his first singles championship since arriving WWE.
Physical charisma, 10 athletic ability, 110. This guy needs to be seen to be believed, and what a welcome addition to WWE.
The year so far, including being the Iron Man of the Royal Rumble match earlier this year, lasting over 42 minutes.
So who have you guys got in this one? Dominic Mysterio or Penta? Who walks out in a color champion? Does Dominic retain, or does Penta win his first piece of gold, his first championship title in World Wrestling Entertainment in WWE?
Penta's had quite the issue. Not only Dominic Mysterio, but also Judgment Day. Past couple of months. Look who's with him.
Of course, he with Judgment Day in tow. Here's a man with championship. No, Judgment Day leaving him behind, or not leaving him to it. But here comes Dominic Mysterio.
Maybe they are going to let Dom go alone tonight. You spoke to Dominic earlier today. He says the gear he's wearing tonight is a tribute to his godfather, Psychosis, from his Nicho the Millionaire days in Mexico. I remember the Mexico, but nonetheless, you think that Dominic would have been humbled winning the Intercontinental Championship. In many ways, it's made him more insufferable.
Humble? You get humbled if you lose a championship. You win a championship, your ego is perfectly entitled.
You don't have to act like a jackass.
To go out of control. I like that Nicho the Millionaire reference because Dirty Dom this evening absolutely looks like $1 million. That's all of the housewives of planet Earth would agree with.
So, 30 seconds after he won the championship at WrestleMania, WWE social media caught him in the back in an interview, and he immediately found himself the greatest Intercontinental champion ever. Now, dozens of Hall of Famers have held this prestigious title,
and some not Hall of Famers. Let's throw that in too. But, you know,
here we go. The bell has made its sound of the ding, 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 ding. That means match has begun.
Neck and neck with me at this point. So we're fighting it out for the top spot.
And Penta drop kick from the early going. Action into the corner.
Body shots to Penta. What does Dom need to do to knock off Penta here tonight?
Quick, fast-paced action to begin this. Hurricanrana by Penta. Dominic ducks a clothesline. Hurricanrana of his own.
Dominic with an impressive move of his own. And hey, I've said this over the past few months. I've been very impressed with the maturation process of Dominic Mysterio in the ring.
Finally, Michael Cole says something nice about Dirty Dom.
Backstabber by Penta to win the Intercontinental Championship. Take it home with him. Didn't get it done quite yet.
Nothing about his attitude.
You don't have to like his attitude, Cole. He's continuously proving the doubters wrong, and I know it grinds your gears that this kid is everything he said he ever was.
Penta out. Cobb on the top rope, groin first, kick to the outside. Dominic Mysterio over the suicide dive, goes into a DDT. What a move!
What a move by Dominic Mysterio!
That right there is up there with the greatest DDT you will ever see. That is how good Dirty Dom is.
I agree with you, Ray. That was absolutely incredible. Turn a suicide dive into a DDT, back into the ring, breaks the count. Now mocking Penta.
The only problem with that DDT is that it's an outside.
Dominic now the kick to Penta on the outside.
Wow, Dirty Dom.
Chop to Penta. 12 minutes Danny chops here. No, Penta sent to the ring steps back first.
Nobody saw that coming.
Now Mysterio celebrating and back on the attack. And you know what? I gotta say, I like the aggressiveness of Dom here.
He's doing everything right thus far. It's all working. It was the mother of all coming out.
Dominic has taken over. I'm going to say it. I know you love the line. Rocking and rolling. Again, okay. He's rocking and rolling. Sent over onto Penta. Penta rolling the shoulder out.
Forgotten the fact that Dominic pretty much stabbed him in the back at WrestleMania and pinned him to win the Intercontinental title.
Finn Balor is a winner. Of course, it doesn't like it. He doesn't be happy he lost a match to anybody. But eventually, you accept it and you support your brother in arms in the Judgment Day.
Dominic all over Penta with those right hands.
Penta and Dominic has been dominating the spot. Dominating Dominic.
Oh, look at you, eh? The gift of the gap, Michael Cole.
And again, Penta grabbing the bottom rope this time.
There's a little cockiness too far there from Dirty Dom Mysterio. He's got to take care of the basics in this game.
Dominic Mysterio handed Penta his only singles loss in WWE. That happened.
Dominic with his side headlock on Penta.
Thanks to the return of J.D. McDonough, helping Dominic keep the title that night. That's another thing that ticked off Finn Balor. When nobody told Finn that J.D. was returning to WWE after that horrific injury.
You get ticked off for a couple of minutes, then you sort it out in the back. You have a quick chat. High five. Welcome back, brother. Let's move on.
Dominic, a former two-time NXT North American champion as well as tag champ. His dad and Rey Mysterio. And Penta now, we're going to build some momentum. There's the sling.
Penta coming back into this with a sling blade.
It's allowed Penta away back in.
Penta one time World champion in
Can Penta turn this around? He takes the action to the top.
Tag titles, and his brother Ray Phoenix is over now on Friday Night SmackDown.
Not quite moving as well as he normally does. Took a little while to get up there, but this could be extreme danger.
And Penta now takes out Dominic with a cross body from way above the ring.
Well, that side of Penta that you mentioned earlier, getting drilled into those ring steps in the early goings, it's clearly affecting Penta in a big way, immediately recoiling after connecting with that crossbody.
Again, champion's advantage. Penta has to pin or submit Dominic to win the title. Referee now at a count of 4.
Penta's looking like he's struggling to breathe at this point. The effectiveness of that high-risk move is really neutralized when it takes this long to try and pounce. And look at the agony racking the body of this luchador.
And for a man like Penta who flies around the ring, that cannot be good.
Penta now going to the top. Oh, Dominic catches him, perhaps with a 3 Amigos. That suplex track, that trifecta of suplexes.
Penta not allowing the second of the 3 Amigos to happen.
Oh, into a 6-1-9 predicament here. Canning the old. Penta moves out the way. Stops him in the tracks with a kick.
Now Penta launching himself up.
Penta now. 1, 2. Oh, almost got the 3. Almost called the Intercontinental Championship gold.
But again, Penta is writhing in agony. Take another look back at this high-risk offense. This vertical crossbody coming right down the throat of Dirty Dom, followed by this crucifix pin. There's still life in Penta, despite the level of assault.
Dominic on the drop kick of his own. Oh, Oblivion. 1, 2. No.
Kick out by Penta. Dominic just delivered Oblivion, which is one Liv Morgan championships in the past, and almost had Penta taken out. Remember, Liv's off doing a movie. Dominic obviously misses her. Paid a little homage to his girl right there.
Nice little tribute to Baby Cakes, Liv Morgan. What? Baby Cakes. That's what they call each other.
Or do you call her that? Big
Never
kick
mind, let's
now
move on. You'll get
by
me in trouble.
Penta. Kicks. Penta now up to the top rope. Dominic trying to fight back. Penta out to the apron. Been a great matchup. Very focused crowd all night long. Dominic now on the apron.
Dominic now looking for a suplex on the apron. Penta fighting back, stopping him from doing that move right there.
Penta now.
Oh my God, the amazing destroyer on the ring apron.
You gotta be kidding me.
Here comes Galito. Now Finn Balor and JD picking up Penta. This is not going to work out for him, but now they're grabbing a chair.
What the hell was Finn waiting for? Finn took forever. And he got caught. Come on now.
Balor got caught by the ref. Took too long. Galito thrown out of there. Balor thrown out of there. I would imagine. No. Backfired, and now Dominic Mysterio's looking alone. Penta now, suicide dive but onto JD, Finn, and Galito, knocking all 3 men down. Ah, super kick by Penta.
First singles championship in WWE. Balor back out here again. I thought they sent him packing. Oh, hey!
El Grande Americano, what's he doing here? That modern mask, you just know it. Hey, Dominic going to the top. Frog splash. Cover. 1, 2, 3, and Penta loses again. Okay. Penta just becoming just again, I said it before, I'll say it again, guys, just another guy on the roster, unfortunately. I think they expect him to win, but
It's not
yeah.
Grande Americano, the world's greatest luchador.
Wait a minute, Chad Gable's had an issue with the luchadors for months and months now. Then he shows up in this goofy mask, and now he's taking out Gable. He's taking out Penta. This is insanity.
Well, this is Pentagon trying to take out the entirety of Judgment Day. One fell swoop. He missed one of them. Finn Balor and the destruction of Balor when he came back allowed El Grande Americano to hit that devastating headbutt that has taken out the likes of Ray Phoenix.
Well, the bottom line is Balor had to do something after he almost screwed things up for Mysterio. And then El Grande Americano shows up out of nowhere. And, you know, for Penta, this is insane. Wait, Penta, this was a 4-on-1 fight for Penta tonight.
Well, ultimately, the big victor is the greatest luchador on planet Earth, Dirty Dom Mysterio, who retains the gold. Great job.
So like, okay, it's a game commercial, so I'm going to play one of my commercials, one of my ads, ad number 2 of 2, right here. Guys, like and subscribe, right here, right now.
Can I bring Old Spice Little Body to the WWE Performance Center?
And now the Miz with an ad. Another sponsor.
Coconuts and palm trees with odor and a submission hole. It is so gentle on the skin. So when you're stinking up the joint, turn to Old Spice Total Body and become the 24/7 freshest champ. Now later tonight, Montreal is back in focus as the center of the fight universe. The newly minted welterweight champion, Mullah Muhammad, makes his first title defense in the Great White North against Aussie Jack Della Natalea. It's 3:15 is available for purchase right now. Head to UFC.com/ETV for more information. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Monday Night Raw.
Well, Monday Night Raw will be AJ Styles versus Finn Balor.
Finn Balor, AJ Styles, in what many would consider a dream matchup, one-on-one this coming Monday night. War Raiders still trying to prove that they want another title opportunity.
We're going to take on the Creed brothers, or American Made.
American Made, the Creed brothers first. That happens Monday night on Raw, live on Netflix. Rhea Ripley's back, and she's going to...
And Rhea Ripley take on Io Sky, and Rhea Ripley take on Roxanne Perez and Julia.
The upstarts, Roxanne Perez and Julia, in tag team action Monday night. And also live on Netflix from Louisville,
And
Kentucky.
CM Punk will be in the house for Monday Night Raw.
For the first time since WrestleMania, live on Monday night. 2 weeks from tonight, we're in Tampa, Florida.
And in Saturday night's main event, the World Heavyweight Championship is confirmed. Logan Paul versus Jey Uso. Of course, I will be here at Calling Action for Saturday night's main event in just 2 weeks' time.
Against Logan Paul on Saturday night's main event. Speaking of Saturday night's main event, 40 years ago this weekend. Saturday night's main event on NBC.
So who you guys got for that one? Logan Paul or Jey Uso? Who leaves World Saturday night's main event as World Heavyweight Champion on the men's side of the deal?
Randy Orton heading into the main event later on tonight against John Cena. Mr. T. Piper involved in one of the most classic moments in WWE history. Speaking of Cena and Orton, we are in Randy Orton's hometown of St. Louis tonight. And these two men have been incredible champions. John Cena, of course, with 17 world titles, the most of all time. The Nature Boy Ric Flair has 16. Randy Orton is tied with the Hall of Famer of the game, Triple H, with 14 world titles apiece. They meet the undisputed WWE Championship live tonight. And here we have the Karate Kid fan section.
The Karate Kid fan section, another sponsor.
Kid Legends
Yeah.
Theater, May 30th.
Well, that's how business is done.
Well, I'm going to be
Every single pay-per-view is just
McAfee coming up next because
sponsors galore. Coming up next here is
McAfee steps into the ring to face the ring general, Gunther. Will Pat's bravery prevail? Will Gunther get away unpunished again? I know who I'm pulling for. McAfee.
Gunther versus Pat McAfee. Who have you guys got this one under Goldberg? Make his return. Is this what sets up and leads into the match at SummerSlam? As you'd like and subscribe, like and subscribe and exit stage left. I'll be back here in seconds. So is Pat McAfee about to get slaughtered here? What do you guys think?
ASAP! We can lift the suspension on Gunther in a sanctioned contest at Backlash.
I'm going to show up more focused than ever before. I'm going to maul you.
So it's going to be a fairly short pay-per-view, which I'm not exactly, I'm not in tears about, because I am actually fairly tired and I've got more wrestling tomorrow. This is wrestling here in the UK. I'll be attending over there, live over there, watching. We've done more wrestling. We're going to be up early for that. So this finishes early. Cool. So I think stop watch for this one as Pat McAfee making his entrance first here. This really shouldn't be going 50-50 at all. Gunther should just slaughter Pat McAfee. Then he doesn't, but it does go 50-50. But I guess we'll wait and see in momentarily here in seconds.
Wade, I am extremely nervous. I'm extremely nervous. I feel sort of responsible for this man being in this predicament tonight. But I'm going to say what I said on the countdown show. I'm going to apologize for two things tonight. One is getting Pat McAfee in this predicament, made it up for me tonight. And I'm also going to apologize in advance because for the first time really in my career, I am going to be very biased tonight in the call of this match. Pat McAfee, I want him to win. I want him to embarrass Gunther tonight for Gunther abusing us, assaulting us, laying his hands on us, not allowing us as commentators to have opinions. We should be able to give our opinions out here tonight. And I want Pat McAfee to put Gunther in his place for what he did to me and him a number of weeks ago.
Well, I appreciate the passion. I can't really argue with a single point you made, but I'll try and be the voice of reason at times during this match. Of course, I want McAfee to win too, but I'm going to let you know this match is brought to you.
Pat McAfee's had a number of matches, a handful in his career. Wade, he's been very successful. He's done it at SummerSlam. He's done it at WrestleMania. But listen, I understand he's going in there against a very vicious and a very violent man who's extremely upset over the fact that he is no longer world champion. He took that frustration out on Pat and I the night after WrestleMania, and it has led to this.
You jack it off. I've never seen you quite so
Here comes Gunter.
Job. And things may finally be settling down in the mind of Pat McAfee. The penny may be dropping. The time for talk is over. And oh my God, what a predicament you find yourself in against this man, the ultimate destroyer.
The problem is that you can't allow a man like Gunther to just run around and assault people. Wait, you and I, we have a job to do out here. You know, 28 years I've been doing this. 28 years I've sat at this desk. I've gotten beaten up. I've gotten my butt kicked. I've missed a handful of shows. I should be allowed to have some sort of opinion after 28 years. And now we're afraid to say anything that might piss somebody off. They're going to come over here and beat the hell out of us.
You're morally right, but it doesn't make Pat McAfee getting in the ring with this man anywhere close to right.
And his opponent from Vienna, Austria, weighing at 250 pounds, the Ring General.
Come on, Pat. Come on, Pat. I mean, if there's anyone that can pull this off, I believe it's Pat McAfee. Everything he's done in his life, his career to get to this point, hard worker, came from nothing, built an empire.
Bell rings. Here we go.
Athleticism in the ring. And Pat is in a tremendous shape and ready to go. Come on, Pat. Come on.
When it comes to Pat, I'm like you. I love the loyalty. I love the bravery. I love the attitude. But I hate the chances of this going remotely well.
Yeah, but
it gives me no happiness to admit.
Wait, what if Gunther takes him lightly? What if he's already see the smirk and smile on his face?
Well, the gulf in ability in ring between these two, I feel like Gunther can take Pat lightly and still win.
Well, that's what started it all for us when they mentioned the fact that Gunther tapped out to Jey Uso to lose his world title at WrestleMania.
Well, that's not doing Pat McAfee any favors.
Lock up.
Minded and goading this big Austrian.
McAfee's into the corner.
Fuse inside the mind of Gunther. Sooner or later, there's going to be an explosion.
The points we're making, Wade, I think are valid. I mean, at WrestleMania a year ago, couldn't get the job done against Sami Zayn, one of the biggest upsets in WrestleMania history. Same thing happened this year against Jey Uso because Gunther looked past both of those men. Didn't take them seriously.
Look up again. Oh,
Just slinging Pat
McAfee thrown to the canvas.
You're absolutely right. Look, Gunther has had fewer than a handful of defeats in his entire time in WWE. You can pretty much space them out by about 12 months, and you're telling me two are going to come back to back within 3 weeks of each other? I'm not buying.
McAfee has done it a real match.
Gunther working on the arm of McAfee now.
Now just brutalizing him here in the early going, and I don't know what, I know why Pat's in there.
First and thinks second.
I mean, worked on by the former world champion Gunther.
But occasionally there is an exception. This may be made way too far. Wow.
The top and Pat able to
Gunther going for the chop.
move away.
McAfee moving away from it.
Over 17,000 on their feet for McAfee.
Well, Gunther's just enjoying the sport of this right now, but make no mistake, tonight is not about sport. It's about soothing the damaged ego of Gunther.
Let's go, Pat. Collar and elbow tie up now.
Going elbow tie up. Very slow paced action to begin here.
Official in this matchup. Dan Engler and out. Sent out to the apron. Pat hanging on. Interesting that Pat with a clean break and now just mocked by Gunther and a big right.
Oh, big right hand by Pat. He didn't like that. Oh, tripped over coming in over the top. Elbow strikes to Gunther now. We're getting cut off with a big, massive chop.
McAfee, welcome to the greatest, most unstoppable force Europe has ever created.
Overzealousness is the way to put it. I mean, Pat can't get cute here. He's just got to try to take the fight.
Coming more to the back of McAfee now.
Right to the shoulder, and things are about to get nasty here.
McAfee fighting back.
Giving up. Pat with a couple lefts, some body shots to Gunther. Right hand now and a chop of his own. And Gunther wants some more.
It's just bouncing off.
Chops of his own from McAfee. Oh! A massive chop from Gunther that dropped Pat McAfee.
It's so obvious. About 10 unanswered from McAfee. Watch yourself here, Cole. Don't get too excited. Stay in your lane. I mean that for your own protection.
I can only imagine what that chop feels like, Wade.
I never want to find out. Oh, God. I hope Pat is in a position to
chops, kicks in the corner.
Pat is. I don't even think Pat knows where he's at now. There's another chop dropping.
Massive, another massive chop.
I know you're excited, Cole, but as the seconds tick by, a victory here for Pat McAfee.
What does this prove? Seriously, what does any of this prove for you? Just hit him and be done with it. Just move on.
I don't know if you should be talking back to Gunther at this point. This is
I'm telling him to have some mercy and just finish this thing.
Look, the aim of the game is to stay out of Gunther's way. Both you and McAfee have failed miserably at that, and these are the consequences.
On a shoulder tackle, just drops McAfee.
Shoulder tackle, dropping McAfee. Gunther goes to the elbow, misses the elbow, kicks to the back by McAfee.
Pat a bit shocked as Gunther makes it back to his feet. Pat breathing pretty heavy here. You would expect that. That there now.
McAfee took down, kicked of his own by Gunther.
Be a top marathon runner, a brilliant NFL player, a premiership footballer. You don't have the same kind of in-ring.
Come on, Pat!
As Gunther has at this
Come on,
age.
Pat! Come on! Come on, dig down deep one time. One big blow. Come on, Pat. What do you got left? Come on, Pat. Come on, Pat.
McAfee fighting back now, the chop of his own. A chop says, oh, a big boot. That is it by Gunther to Pat.
No, you cover it.
Gunther's inviting you in, Cole. I suggest you sit your backside down on that chair and break eye contact. Take a look at this. Just
Gunther inviting Maggle. Cole in the ring, of course. Cole going nowhere, just stood there.
Boot to the kisser of McAfee.
Come on!
We do feel like Gunther can end this at a moment's notice should he wish to, but I think he's enjoying this too much.
The fans are all over him, Pat. Come on! Why do you end the fight? Just end it. Oh!
Or a chop.
Well, that woke Gunther up.
McAfee responding with a chop. German suplex by Gunther.
And things are starting to get ugly.
Yeah, it's a full body assault on Pat McAfee.
Pin him. Just pin him. Can you end this thing, please? Gunther, just end the damn match.
The more you ask, the less likely he is to do so, Cole.
What has he got to prove here? Wait, he's already beat the hell out of the guy. I mean, he can end it right here.
Making a point. He is beyond reproach from mere mortals on the desk like us, and here we go.
Now.
The lights are fading out. Thanks for
It was sleeper hold to McAfee.
This one is on its way to being
McAfee prizing the arm off him. German suplex, that is it.
Okay, pin him. 1, 2, 3. Just end this thing. Just end it.
Oh, you're appealing for
Well,
compassion.
he's made his point.
I get you.
Okay?
Gunther's mind is a compassion-free zone at this point.
The guy, he's made his point.
You're appealing to logic, but it's falling on deaf ears.
Okay. No, I ticked you off. End this match now and be done with it all.
What is Gunther thinking now?
I'm just asking to end the match, Wade.
I get
I'm not
it.
saying anything.
I get it. This has never been about the 1, 2, 3 for Gunther. He knows he's got that in the bag whenever he feels like it. This is now a public spectacle.
Gunther placing McAfee on the top rope, club to the clubbing blow to the back.
Pat trying to hang on.
German suplex from the top.
Man's coming to life here. Pat trying to stick in this thing. Elbow, well played.
McAfee the elbow.
Pat, little rally here. Little rally. You've been against the wall before. You've been against the wall before. Come on.
Gunther's wall. Come on, Pat.
Oh, went for a moonsault miss. Kick to the back. The punch. Knee to the face to Gunther. Kick to the jaw. The 3. They have a 1 count.
Back to his feet, right back to his face.
Pat McAfee has a fault like a traction engine capable of an 85-yard punch, and it just bounced off the steel jaw of Gunther.
We knew this wasn't going to be pretty. It wasn't going to be a 5-star wrestling match. It was going to be a business fight. And now Gunther begging for more from Pat, and Pat delivering chop after chop. One by Gunther again.
Both men exchanging chops now.
How much does Pat have left? That was a big chop by Pat. Pat's still on his feet, still hanging in there. Pat giving it everything he has. Big right. Come on, Pat.
Pat McAfee has already blown away expectations. Pat, you've already morally won this.
I completely agree.
My God.
And McAfee's still in this, slugging it away with Gunther. McAfee may have the upper hand here.
Gunther's covering up.
And Pat.
Big boot by Pat.
McAfee again with a
Super kick.
Gunther's won. Finish the job, Pat.
No, powerbomb by Gunther. That's it.
End the damn match. Just end it now. Enough of this. End the match. You got him beat. Enough of it. You got him beat.
Well, Gunther getting wobbled there might be as good as it gets for
Into a Boston Crab. Sitting down on his back. Pat's got a tap here, surely. No, thanks out to that. Finds his way back up. What is Michael Cole doing? Now into the STF. Oh, the elbow strikes to the face of McAfee. Michael Cole getting chances here. Gunther goes after him. Pulls him into the ring. Is this where Goldberg comes out? Powerbomb. Super kick to... Oh, by McAfee, but a kick by Gunther.
Still in hot pursuit.
Roll up by McAfee. Oh, thank God. He didn't win there.
Almost the biggest shock of all time in this industry, and Michael Cole still in too close proximity to Gunther as this match continues.
Oh, fuck off. No. Oh. Michael Cole at the foot of Gunther. Gunther thankfully kicking out there, and I think McAfee's got this. Sleep hold to McAfee now, to Gunther out by McAfee. Gets out of that. Clothesline. Oh, inside out.
And once again, the class, the power, the strength of this Austrian destroyer coming to the fore. And Pat McAfee
Sleeper.
is now being put to the sword. There's simply no way of give up. And Pat McAfee somehow continuing to attempt to fight through this. The inevitable demise. Gunther getting the hooks in deep. The fun is truly over. Pat McAfee's face turning pubes. Get in there, referee, and just end this casting.
How is McAfee holding on?
Well, it's miraculous. And Pat McAfee summoning strength from God.
McAfee fighting back.
With his face turned a completely inhuman shape.
Oh, back down to the canvas. That's it.
Just end it, Pat. Give up.
Win the bell. Thank God Gunther wins.
Get Pat McAfee some medical attention, Amelia.
I was worried that McAfee might actually beat him, and he didn't. No, he just where Goldberg comes on out.
Well, Gunther beat Pat McAfee here at Backlash, which should come as a surprise to nobody. But the guts, the resolve, the effort from Pat McAfee is something I will be applauding until the end of my days. And even Gunther, the indomitable force, seems astounded that it took him ratcheting up through the gears to put away Pat McAfee, a mere announcer here in WWE. But the danger is truly still present. Watch yourself, lads.
Has McAfee earned the respect? Gunther's respect here? Looks like he has.
A rare show of respect from one of the greatest this industry has ever seen, Pat McAfee. We are so proud of you. What an effort. And how much abuse did Pat McAfee force himself through this Cole, who left the desk, was told to continue to talk. Michael Cole subsequently gets dragged in the ring, had to stretch and open in a brief window. But McAfee to pull off the ultimate of shot. This was Michael Cole holding the leg of the ring general, perhaps the greatest chance McAfee had of pulling off that all-timer shot. It wasn't quite enough. And as the sleeper was hopped in, a reversal immediately from Gunther following this clubbing like lariat. And the sleeper locked in the hot deep. Pat McAfee fading. The eyes turning to dark pits. And finally getting thrown out. Pat McAfee, that was absolutely incredible. A well-deserved standing ovation for a man who performed above and beyond this evening at Backlash. Thank you, Pat McAfee. As we try and catch our breath here, let's go and take a special look at the new movie Karate Kid Legacy, starring Ralph Macchio.
And I will be back in seconds. You like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. A new Karate Kid movie with Jackie Chan in. Cool, why not?
Wheatley American Vodka is for hardworking people with true American spirit. People who never just mail it in.
Oh, a thing of beauty!
People who rise to the occasion.
Here we go! Boom!
Men and women who know how to get the job done. And when the day is over, nothing's better than celebrating with something truly American.
On June 7th,
So June 7th with double pay-per-view in with
events.
Worlds Collide and Money in the Bank. Who is your pick to win Money in the Bank, men's and women's this year? I think if Chelsea Green is in the women's Money in the Bank ladder match, she could get it done. The men's, I'm going to probably lead towards Painter. I think he's on the poster, so, you know, who knows? We'll wait and see. But double main eventing, double pay-per-view in on June 7th.
Pat McAfee was crazy, but you showed me something else there, Cole. How are you feeling?
I'm good. Feel for Pat. But listen, I said this a couple of weeks ago. I'm not going to let a guy like Gunther stop me from doing my job. And I've got to call one of the biggest main events in history coming up. So I'm going to be here to do my job. So let's get to work. WWE is coming to LA on Saturday, June 7th with Worlds Collide. That's at the Kia Forum. And Money in the Bank at the Intuit Dome. Individual event tickets are on sale now via Ticketmaster. There's going to be plenty to talk about tonight on the Backlash kickoff show here in St. Louis. Takes place immediately following our upcoming main event. Of course, Triple H will be a part of that show. You see some of the other stars will be involved. Jackie, Biggie, and Peter taking over the festivities from there as soon as our main event is done tonight. You know, Wheatley American Vodka and WWE are proud to be joined tonight by Technical Sergeant Michael Perkins from the USO and Scott Air Force Base right here outside of St. Louis. Wheatley raises a glass to Technical Sergeant Perkins and all retired and active members of the U.S. military for your service. Final time of the night, we're going to show you some comparisons between two all-time greats in John Cena and Randy Orton. Combined 31 world titles, another 15 other championships, both have won Money in the Bank, both Royal Rumbles as well. But tonight, it is a rivalry reborn. For over 2 decades, two titans have defined era after era. John Cena defends his 17th championship against Randy Orton here in Orton's hometown of St. Louis. Can the Viper slay one more legend on his quest to regain the title, or will Cena's destructive farewell tour march on? Cena, in order for the undisputed.
So next up, your main event, John Cena, Randy Orton, one last time for the WWE Undisputed Championship. Will it be still 17, never seen, or number 15 for the Viper, the Legend Killer, the Apex Predator, Randy Orton?
I have known you for 25 years.
If you look at that class, back in 2002, we were looking at the future of WWE. Randy Orton and John Cena are amazing to watch rise together. You would play and watch from far away, and you always knew that you'd be the one to work while they all play. You lay away in that scheme.
One of the youngest, most charismatic WWE superstars is going to ascend to greatness.
Just do my own notes here, guys. Give me a second so to go up the video package.
Randy Orton versus John Cena has become the rivalry.
What magic they made when they were in there together. Nothing comes close to that.
Randy and John brought out the best in one another.
Randy Orton and John Cena walked parallel roads. Both of those guys wanted the exact same thing, and that's to be
The biggest star this business has ever seen. I am going to ruin wrestling for everyone. In this weird, bizarre world where I'm a good guy and you're a bad guy, I've figured out you are the latest legend that I have to put down. Put that title on the line and fight me. Come on. Randy Orton versus John Cena. You're not going to ruin wrestling, not over my dead body. What I am trying to do, Randy Orton, is when I leave here, 3 generations of your family is erased. How dare you say that to me after everything we've been through? How dare you? Randy Orton does not believe that John Cena is the last real champion.
So,
I still get goosebumps every time these two men race the ring.
Randy Orton waiting around John Cena here. Chanting, let's go Cena. Cena sucked, of course. Well, the champ is here. Johnson is left every time in St. Louis, the hometown of the Viper, Randy Orton.
The following contest scheduled for one fall is for the undisputed WWE Championship. Introducing first, the challenger from St. Louis, and his opponent is the greatest of all time, the Unseen 17, here to grace St. Louis with his presence one final time. He is the last real champion,
Alicia Taylor giving us that big fight feel here tonight. It was August 9th of 2001. Randy Orton and John Cena met for the very first time in a one-on-one match at an independent show called the Brian Pillman Memorial, back before they were a part of WWE. They would meet for the first time in OVW, Ohio Valley Wrestling, back in 2002. They would go on to meet many times over the years in matches that have branched from SummerSlam to WrestleMania, to triple threats, to I Quits, to tables, ladders, and chairs into a 60-minute Iron Man match. They are dead even when it comes to wins and losses. And if this is the final time that these two ever meet, I can
Bell rings back on the way. Here we go. Johnson and Randy Orton. The undisputed WWE Championship. Who you got?
Undisputed WWE Championship. That Randy Orton and John Cena will tear the house down once again. And we start off with a collar and elbow.
Goldman locking up.
For Randy Orton to win his 15th World Championship.
He needs to tap into that unadulterated hometown energy that is backing their boy here in St. Louis all the way to number 15.
What about for John Cena, the record-setting 17-time world champion?
Locking up again.
Tap into that bitter, resentful side that we saw at WrestleMania, the one that led him all the way to victory over Cody Rhodes, the one that led him to that record 17-time world championship. John Cena, in a nutshell, needs to take every shortcut and every low road available to him this evening.
You know, 17,000 plus tonight. You know, a lot has been made, of course, of the history that John Cena made at WrestleMania, 17th world title. Ric Flair, of course, now sits in second place with 16 world championships.
We're going to just start taking stuff down, just slowly but surely.
Triple H with 14. Wade.
Set my setup down just as this match goes along.
Randy Orton claims he's got at least 10 years left in his body. If he makes this number 15, then 17 will become tantalizingly close. You know,
Cena going in for a handshake, but then cheap slap by Cena to Orton. Getting bounced off the ropes, shoulder tackle by the Viper. Put to the eyes of his own.
Go here tonight as well. He should.
Let me tell you, Cole, the difference of WrestleMania is that Cody Rhodes refused to take that low road with John Cena. He was too morally pure, and it came back to bite him. Randy Orton historically has had no issue whatsoever in taking whatever low road is available. All bets are off now, and I like that for Randy.
Cena back in.
And here's Cena now.
Collar and elbow tie up.
Said many times over the years, absolutely no absence of malice. He doesn't like anybody. And despite his growing popularity over the years, he's still the same old Randy Orton way.
Yeah, the personality doesn't
Randy Orton
change.
taking over. He is in control.
Hate him, but innately inside Randy Orton, there are those sadistic voices turning him to the dark side. And that is a massive benefit to Orton tonight if he's going to dethrone the so-called last real champ.
He had a tremendous sit-down interview with
Randy on the side, headlock to the man. You can't see John Cena. Viper in control. Swing momentum his way.
Well, I mean, you would know better than I would since you spent time in the locker room, but I'm not sure if I agree with that statement. I think many people would believe Cena was a locker room leader for much of his career.
I completely dispute that. I think John Cena was about one man and one man only, and Randy actually echoed that in my interview with him throughout his career on top. John Cena put himself first and foremost, where somebody like Randy Orton is consistently giving
this also coming from the guy that headed up a group that tried to end John Cena's career. In fact, you had a match with Randy Orton at one point where John Cena was forced to be the referee in that match because of this whole silly Nexus situation you were involved in.
Who's silly about the Nexus? I was a young guy trying to punch up and make a name for myself.
Randy Orton now bound shoulder tackle, knocking Cena down.
But Randy Orton is a man who certainly doesn't need any shortcuts this evening. Physically built to perfection, and now John Cena's taking a stroll.
You would have never seen this out of the old John Cena. Whatever happened to the hustle, loyalty, and the respect, and the never give up attitude of this man?
John Cena knows physically he cannot match the absolute best.
Cena trying to walk away. Randy only going right back after him.
He wants an opportunity at the championship. Of course, he has to pin or submit John for that to happen.
Sending Cena back to the ring. Big right hand. Cena running away.
Among the subjects they talked about was the fact that here's Cena now with a clothesline.
Big clothesline by Cena now.
Himself in this unfamiliar position of getting cheered when it always used to be Cena getting cheered when he faced Orton in the past.
Raining the hands right down onto Orton now.
Is completely united behind Randy Orton, this spiteful megalomaniac that 2025 John Cena has become. He does not own the history and the legacy of this company and that championship that he's currently in possession of.
Cena now in the corner. A 10 like and subscribe punches raining down onto the legend killer himself.
So impressed with the shape that John's able to maintain with the schedule that he has. Dude, I can't lose a pound if I try.
Physically incredible shape.
No, you see Orton's charm turning things around on Cena.
WrestleMania 41.
17,000 plus in St. Louis in unison, chanting along with Randy's punches.
Give him 20 more, please, Randy Orton. Cena now on jelly legs. Not a good place to be.
No, uppercut by Orton.
When you're in that kind of proximity to a man as dangerous as Randy Orton.
Cover by Randy on Cena, and Cena kicks it too. Randy knew he wasn't going to pick up the win there. That was more psychological than anything else.
Well, that's the methodical pacing that has made Randy Orton one of the absolute greatest of all time. And now that carving stomp.
Orton with a garbing stomp now going to target every limb of Cena.
I think we've named it the Orton stomp by now. Wait,
I'm old school.
You mentioned this weight in the countdown, Sean. I thought it was really interesting, the methodical style of Randy Orton. That's the style that Cena worked against Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania, and it really helped John in that matchup. But now he's in the match against a guy like Orton, who does the same thing.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. So Cody Rhodes is a much faster-paced superstar than John Cena allowed him to be at WrestleMania 41. Cody was baited into that. If Cena wants to take things slow tonight, that entirely plays into the wheelhouse of the Viper Randy Orton.
Now the knee. Vintage Orton here.
Randy with a knee to the face of Cena and a kick out. Let's not forget, I mean, let alone the fact that his dad is a Cowboy Bob Orton, we mentioned 40 years ago this weekend, the big match with Hulk Hogan at Saturday night's main event. But, you know, he also learned the trade and all the tricks in the book from not only Triple H, but the Nature Boy, the dirtiest player in the history of the sport, as part of Evolution.
We talked about that low road, no finer shooters in history to give you a roadmap on how to excel on that low road. And drop the hammer at the right time against John Cena.
Or now, sending Cena to the ropes. Cena, the sleeper hole.
Yeah, Cena looking for a sleeper now on Orton. Got him caught center of the ring. Not sure if John has it all. And now he might. John putting his entire pressure on the body of Randy. Randy's massive frame able to hold John up at least momentarily, but John trying to wrestle him down to the mat.
Yeah, we saw that montage of the history between these two. You can see from the frame alone how much the physique of Randy has changed over the years. Once upon a time, he wears
Cena calling spots again.
John Cena was on his back, not here.
Oh, now Orton catches him stronger.
They were sleeper hold by Orton now.
More like a chin lock applied here. Wrestling John down to the mat now to one knee.
Randy's done a hell of a job of keeping his ego and his anger intact. So
Cena clamps on her. Not asleep. Calling spots again.
Not had a match since.
Now Orton is a sleeper.
Now John into one of his own.
These two know each other so well.
That back suplex brings both men down in the center of the ring. Again, senior official Chad Patton working this match tonight.
Incredibly difficult for either one of these two to catch the other by surprise this evening.
You know, Wade, we talked earlier. No one ever thought that someone would knock off the 16-time world championship record held by Flair. Cena did it. Now people are talking about the fact that nobody's ever going to get to 17. But if Orton's talking about hanging around another 10 years, he may do that.
Let's look for a clothesline. Cena now. Shoulder tackle. 1, 2. Back suplex. You know, when you're going to follow up the you can't see me 5. Knuckle shuffle, perhaps.
Will he give the fans what they want?
Muscle memory for Cena, and hats off to Cena, not even breathing heavy.
Mockingly. And now John
connects with it.
Shuffle across the forehead of Orton.
He's a knob, but he's absolutely capable of tapping into that historical best. And here we go.
Looking for an AA, and Orton was able to slip out.
Or it slips out. Clothesline of his own. The second one. Scoop slam.
Number of months of John Cena's legendary career. He wants to retire as champion. Orton has something to say about it tonight.
Talking about tapping into historical best. Randy Orton doing what he does like nobody else.
And Cena's in trouble here. He's been in this position before. It's a draping DDT, but
Draping DDT as Cena rolls him up. Kick out by Orton. Into the STF.
Randy blocking it so well. Keep those hands where they are, Randy.
John trying to lock it in, but Randy Orton able to block at least momentarily. John's able to slip it in there, though. He doesn't have all of it as Orton now tried to drag John to the ropes.
Cena desperately trying to rear back and stretch that spine of Randy Orton, but Randy perhaps at this point at least too powerful to allow him to do so.
John Cena realizing that was the grab.
Now Orton fends Cena off. Goes for DDT. What? Vintage Randy Orton with the draping DDT.
As he recuperates, they start hearing some voices.
I've tasted that DDT many times from Randy Orton, and things never went well in the aftermath. Randy shrugging off some pain in that lower back from that STF attempt.
Orton now coiled and looking for the RKO to victory into his 15th title reign, perhaps. Attempts, gets pushed away into the AA. Orton going to land on his No. I see you just took one into the RKO.
Okay. Figure this out.
Massive amount of effort there from Johnson.
And look at this.
Oh, God,
right there.
We missed it.
Yes. Cena went for the AA. Randy went for the RKO, and both men took each other out.
Just shows you how lightning fast the reactions of Randy Orton are in real time. We were oblivious to it, but check the slow-mo, my God. He was keeping himself in the match.
The incredible Cena delivering an AA while Randy countered at the same time with the RKO. And
Cena smelled victory there, but taking it away at the death.
Both been down, both been getting back up though.
It's amazing. So many years of watching these two battle, and it just each and every time.
Training blows, training shots, training bombs.
Two most iconic professional wrestlers of this millennium.
And you share the ring with both of them. That's incredible. Oh!
Headbutt by Orton. Headbutt by Cena now.
Now Randy Orton fires back.
Oh, uppercut by Orton. Right hand by Cena.
Not only, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, connects it. Cover. 1, 2, Orton gonna kick out. Yeah.
Invested in every move in this match tonight. In fact, they've been invested in every move of every match tonight. What has been an incredible show. We've had 3 title retentions so far tonight. Cena trying to make it 4.
So there's a ring. Orton's got the rope, gonna slip out of that. Cena ducks close line, shoulder tackle. RKO. Cena rolls out the way. Orton couldn't get the ping. Orton couldn't capitalize there.
So much has been taken out of Orton. And he may have got a stinger at some point, trying to get some feeling back in the hands, grabbing the neck. Look at this RKO, so instinctive.
Randy's had
precision.
And wait, he's had neck issues, back issues, shoulder issues his entire career.
25 years at the top, taking on guys like
Orton back up.
Do that to your place. Both of these men racked with countless injuries over the years. It's astounding they can still do
Uh-oh. Cena don't know what to go with that pump. Comes in, almost gets it. Yeah. Pin. Oh, Orton rolling the shoulder right, kicking out.
Excitement, overcommitted, turned his back briefly, and Cena was ready to pounce, but equal to it somehow still Randy Orton. And looking over at Orton in the ring, he's keep wiggling those fingers around how much feeling is left in there.
Big fight atmosphere, 17,000 plus sold out St. Louis tonight. Our main event is Backlash. Cena, Orton, once again. Perhaps the final time for the undisputed WWE Championship. And now John Cena mocking
Cena mocking Orton, pounding the mat.
Big smile on his face off the reaction of the WWE.
Those are pumped.
Orton's hometown. And now John Cena maybe lining up for a punt of his own. Randy Orton moves out of harm's way.
Okay, I'll send into the ref. Referee takes a bump. Yeah. But referee's down. What is Cena going to do?
There's no official right now.
How many times do you see people dive life on the pin in that situation. That is 25 years of experience of John Cena, knowing full well he's on a hide into nothing. But with the referee down, what the...
You know, John is staring down at the title. Remember what happened in WrestleMania when Cody Rhodes wouldn't pull the trigger, wouldn't use the championship.
Well, you can go as low as you want at this point. You can't see me. Referee can't see anything.
Why? Why?
What's the answer? History. I mean, you've already made history,
Yeah,
John.
he made history. You don't have to act like this.
We're trying to own history. That's the point. That's why he wants to retire with that championship and with the referee down. Randy on control.
Okay, referee's still down though. Okay, going for the cover. He's going to see the title, is he? 1, 2. Oh, it's kicking out.
Randy Orton knew that was his
Cena rolls out the ring.
and Cena is now reeling.
Well, what a roller coaster. 60 seconds this was. Swinging back and forth. Both men looking to be closing in on the win.
Orton going out after him.
But I think John Cena is even worse off at this point.
Oh, Chad Patton, I'm not even sure he can breathe.
Orton, they're going to pull it on the outside. Ah, okay, now. Dismantling the announce table.
What are you talking about? This man's had pent-up rage for 25 years. Randy Orton is get out.
Oh, again the ref knocked down. Courtesy of Cena knocking Orton into the ref. Orton's head first into the ring post.
Every second of it so far is trying to embarrass and humiliate Randy Orton in his hometown. Well, he's going to do that if he puts him through this table here. Just the scowl and the disgusting look on the face of, disgusted look, I should say, on the face of Cena.
Cena now looking for an AA through the table. Only going to fight out.
Focusing on the announce table now. Randy Orton, though, he's got John up on his
Cena, Orton is on Cena through the desk. Oh, onto the desk. Table just didn't even break it. Just side just broke out. Orton kicking it.
Randy now just dragging John Cena up, talking some trash as he's doing it.
Wasn't talking touch, he was calling spots as he bounces. Seeing his head off the top of the desk. It's broken now.
Somebody better check on Chad. He's out.
Slamming him in the edge first again. Also looking for something.
Judging by the actions of Randy Orton, who has found something he likes to look at.
Orton bringing out a table.
Randy Orton is setting up a table, Wade. Randy Orton is now setting up a table. He's already put John into one and through one, and now he's got the hood over our announce table and he's tossing out of harm's way, and he's going to drag John Cena now
Seen him being dragged to the table, seen it, or just set up, bounces his head off, still no. Seen him fighting back. Again to that table, no. Another AF fights Orton again with the table. Orton taking time to have a prime drink of the like and subscribe flavor.
There's a serious problem here. We don't have an official. This has turned into an all-out street fight, an absolute brawl. Referee Chad Patton's been down for a number of minutes. He went head first into the steel steps.
Well, we need a contingency plan because this match is
He's going to roll back in.
It is awesome, guys, but Randy's not going to have a chance to win things if there's nobody to count.
Tactic at that point did unlimited damage until a referee finally shows up. There's nothing stopping you. Guarantee victory.
And Randy Orton now.
Orton pounds him out, ready for the RKO. There's still no official.
Make it back to his feet. Orton is primed and ready. Randy Orton now.
Connects, but no ref. One, two. Oh, Cena kicking out.
Well, the frustration is palpable inside this arena. The hometown boy had it won, but somehow I'll give all the credit in the world after going through 2 tables and tasting an RKO. John Cena refuses to die.
Cena with the title now. This ref's going to get took out. Poor ref. No, this ref's took out now. The title. Another RKO, but the referee's down. Who's that? Oh, Nick Aldis. And officials and yeah.
Down and Randy, of course, frustrated. He had this one.
Of course he did. Now he's yelling at Aldis, the general manager.
Get another referee, Nick.
And when he left.
After seeing 2 carcasses of referees, who complained nobody else will want it to run down. Get some.
Oh, Nick Aldis RKO'd. Somebody else RKO'd. Gregory Helms RKO'd. Daivari RKO'd. Jimmy double RKO'd. Going for a punt again. This has been a really good main event. Maybe you're going for the punt again. Oh, Truth, I thought that. Yeah. Truth is here pleading with Orton not to do that to his childhood hero. RKO to R-Truth, and this is what's going to cost Orton the win. Low blow by Cena. Low blow by Cena.
did come out here because he's a fan of John's, but the problem now, off the low blow, Cena has the championship gold in hand again.
Towel to the face of Orton.
He gets rid of the evidence into the cover.
No ref.
Again, no official, but
Here he comes. One, two, three, and John Cena still your undisputed WWE champion. No shocker there.
I don't even know what to say anymore, except the fact that the old John Cena never, in a million years, would have taken a victory like that. Which is what made him special. Wade, that is what made
To make sure this comes down to like, share, and subscribe.
This is the most desperate, soulless John Cena we have ever seen, but crucially, that's irrelevant right now. What is relevant is that John Cena is still the champ.
More importantly, subscribe.
Retire the title. Last real champion in his mind. And
this was the second referee who got felled. Eddie Orengo, championship shot to the skull, connected with a flush RKO. And Randy had this one. This was the moment. This place should have come unglued. And Randy should have been the 15th-time world champion.
Now, Randy's going to suffer a lot of fines after the carnage he left. As his frustration just
RKO party. Anyone in reasonable range took one. Our producers, our executives, Jamie Noble face first bouncing off the mat. And this was when Randy Orton lined up the punch, and it should have been executed. That was the kill shot.
Oh, true that here. To save his long-time buddy, I guess. Always a fan of Cena. And then, of course, with the officials still out, that was delivered the low blow weight, and then it was just a
distraction from Arthur. Open the window for John Cena to do the dastardly, take it as low as you want. And Randy Orton at this point with that championship shot, he's out completely cold. You hope beyond hope there would be some way he could kick out of this. But the 3 count was in.
You know what makes
Right, it for Backlash 2025. John Cena's got promo now.
I don't need music.
Someone's coming out here. Who is it?
What I need is competition. And I sure as hell don't need you.
Cena saying he needs competition and he doesn't need you to the fans.
This is what the last real champion looks like.
Are we done here? Okay, there we are. Backlash 2025 said and done in the record books, done and dusted. We are out. Decent pay-per-view. The main event saved it. So I'm going to give it a rating of I'll say mid-card. My rating for Backlash 2025 is mid-card. So I will see you guys for the Reigning Rock podcast next weekend, probably on Saturday. Make sure to like and subscribe, and always remember, if wrestling is the game, excellence is the name, and excellence is Ricky Goldman.